All right, boys. Let's make some introductions. Who we got here?
I'm Reade Cunningham. I'm 19 years old. Fight on Millennium Martial Arts. Fighting styles K1 and what else?
What weight do you fight at?
51 kilograms. I fight at 51.
Hi, my name's Levi Thompson. Fight out of Millennium Martial Arts in Blythe. Fight style is K1 and I fight at minus 71 kilo.
Okay, boys. So you've recently been selected for GB and been competing over in Abu Dhabi in the World Championships. First of all, just let us know what it felt like to get selected for the team.
To get selected, it was such a proud moment for myself. It was not many get to say that they represent the GB, you know, and to go out with all different disciplines and different people from GB. It was eye opening. It was brilliant. You want to add on out?
Obviously, there was a lot of people that wanted to be on the team and didn't get the chance to be on the team. It just felt good to be picked out of them select people who wanted to. It felt good to be chose to represent the country. I'm ready to get straight back in next year as well.
So you competed last year and you went to the trials as well to get selected onto the GB team, and then after that you were invited to squad training. So can you just let me know what that involves, how that happens, and what it's like to go along the squads?
The trials were very difficult, very difficult. It was challenging, pushed to our limits. It was about 3 hours, the trials. The coaches got to see everything, all over from drills to pads to sparring, to get a good judge on whether we're good enough to represent the squad. I'll let you talk about the training.
Yeah. So in terms of the training, it was normally in Solihull near Birmingham, where all the fighters who were looking to represent GB or were already on the GB team through national, getting placed in the nationals. Everybody went for an intention to impress the coaches. Sparring, drilling, pad work, skipping, which wasn't my forte, so to say, but it was class. You got all the best coaches, you got all the best fighters. It's a great experience for a fighter, or if you're looking to develop into the GB standard sort of fighting.
And how often do you attend squads? Is it
Monthly?
every month?
Yeah,
Brilliant. So obviously you're at squads and you're gaining like experience training with like elite athletes from all over the country, and then the team selected to go away to the Worlds. How did it feel when you got there? Like how did it feel to know that you've been selected, and then obviously just give a little bit of an insight on like the travel and everything, how it felt to be part of that group of people who went across to Abu Dhabi.
It was pretty surreal. It's like it's hard to explain unless you've done it. You know, it's like it's such like like I said, it's only so many people can do it, and it's a really eye opener to how many great fighters there are in GB. Are you wanting to add anything? Yeah.
Everyone on the team as well was like so supportive. Like I feel like the coaches and the rest of the team were just so supportive. Like there's people who lost fights and they weren't just necking off and like doing things. Like everyone was there watching you fight, supporting you, making you feel good. Like it was a good team. Everyone's yeah.
Even though there's a few different disciplines, there's there's tatami fighters, and there's ring fighters. But it's still one team. Well, like I've never sort of like, I don't really know much about the tatami, but just going through a week sort of trip, I know a lot about it now because of just watching it and like learning as we go, and vice versa. They learn from the ring guys and stuff. So it's a learning experience rather than going to try and get a medal. It's a learning experience as well.
So you used to competed in the K1 in the rings. How did you find the standard over at the Worlds?
Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. You've got you've got lads and lasses from K1 in Japan, and you've got glory fighters, one championship fighters, and fusion fighters. I mean, the standard is just absolutely phenomenal. But it's yeah, them guys don't. It's crazy, but them guys don't thrive. You know, you've got competition all the way through from the round of 32 till the final. Every fight's a hard fight, so it's you take one fight at a time. You know.
Yeah, you've got like people fighting out of their country who have done WAKO since they were like very young, and you can tell they've went through the juniors, came into the adults, and it shows like the standards is absolutely unbelievable.
As well, I totally forgot to mention that you only get one fighter per weight category. So you're basically fighting the best person from that weight category from each country. So if you fight somebody from, for example, for myself, 71 kilo, if you fight somebody from Thailand or if you fight somebody from Canada, you know that's going to be the best 71 kilo fighter in their country. So you know every fight's going to be pretty hard, you know.
Yeah, I mean the standard was phenomenal. How did you feel like the organisation and the production from the UAE was when you got there? Like how you were treated by the staff and like the actual how it looked and how it was set out. How did you feel walking out as a fighter to that?
It was so professionally done, and they made it for the fighters. They made everything for the fighters. The full experience from the introduction, the opening ceremony, up until the finals. They made all of it about the fighters, which was just it was unreal. To be fair, walking out and seeing the bright lights, all the screens, all like the mats, the rings, everybody supporting from the stands. It was, and you could still hear everybody from the stands. It was to try and push on in the fight. It was an unreal experience. Like it was definitely something to do.
Yeah, I like you walk into the arena and then instantly there's like big banners, people getting interviewed everywhere, like cameras everywhere. You walk into the where you walk out, like where the rings are and everything, just bright lights, blue, red lights, big crowds. Like it's just absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, it looked brilliant. So you both fought K1 at the highest level. How did you find? Give us a breakdown of the competition each round as you went through. So we'll start with you, Reade, like your first fight and how it went throughout the competition.
So first off, I had India. He was a very strong opponent, but I didn't realise till after. But he was in the top 10 fighters to ever come out of India. He's 34-year-old, obviously a lot older than us. Had a bit more man strength than me. Obviously, I'm 19, so he had a lot of strength behind him. First round, he started off very strong. Came out with heavy hands, knocked my head about a bit. Second round, he probably took the first round. Second round, I started coming back a little bit closer at the end of the round. Ended up drawn with two judges, and one judge had it for him. And then third round, I wore him down a lot, and he started to tire out. And then I took over the third round, and ended up winning that fight, moving on to the next round.
Okay, and the next round?
The next one was meant to be Egypt, but he suffered a knee injury, something to do with his ligaments in his knee, and he couldn't fight. So I got a bye for that round, and I also got a bye to get to India. So a bye first off, then I fought India, and then a bye to the final after that.
And you fought who?
Uzbekistan in the Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan in the final. He was a very unbelievable fighter. He's had hundreds of fights. Done the WAKO since he was a junior into the adults. It was just very hard. He knows how to play the game. He was scoring the points early and then circling around us, picking us off little points. It was just hard to get them points back once I lost them, but we know for next time not to give away them points as early in the fight.
Oh, well done. That was the final. So we ended up with a silver medal.
Silver medal for
well done.
Great
So that's
Britain,
as far as I'm aware, that's the first British athlete in history to get silver medal at a major competition for WAKO.
Yeah.
So well done.
Yeah.
Levi, how did your? Can you recap how you got on?
Yeah, so started off in the round of 32 against a Canadian fighter. Really, really tough. I was hitting him with shots and he just wasn't. He wasn't budging. So he was a really, really tough guy. And then so we got the decision through that. Then we went on to the next fight against Thailand. Really, really good lad from Thailand. Southpaw. Really experienced as well. I didn't realise until after the fight, but he's fought on the likes of K1 in Japan. He's fought in Thailand in the stadiums. So he's really, really top level guy. We got the decision through that, and then I fought against the number 3 ranked fighter in the competition, which was from Kazakhstan. He was pretty relentless, really, really good. I just felt like my defense on the day was also really good. Didn't really give away much points, so loads of positives to take away from that fight. But it also showed the standards of what a number 3 ranked guy in the world is like. You know, he's like top level guy. So then the semi-finals were fought against the home nation, UAE, which I didn't come away with a decision. Loads of learning points, really, really fast on the back foot, scoring really well on the back foot, and didn't get the decision on that one. So I ended up with a bronze medal for GB.
That's still a massive achievement. Again, I think that's you're one of the first people to ever get a medal at the World Championships. It's been done at the Europeans, which is yourself, Levi. You got bronze last year. So both of you have broke some records in K1 for WAKO, for GB. So what would you explain? What would you think was the hardest part of the trip as a whole? Because fighting in a tournament at home's hard enough. And I know you've got to kind of make weight every day, every time you fight. So and the level's phenomenal. So can you explain basically what you thought personally was the hardest part of the trip?
For me personally, I thought the hardest part of the trip was the actual competition, the fighting itself. Like I said before, the fighters were just phenomenal. And that was just on my side of the bracket, you know. So on the other side of the bracket, there was top level fighters on there as well that I didn't come against this time, that I might fight some other time. But I think for myself, the hardest part was the competition itself, the fighters in the category. Also maintaining weight throughout the full week. Really stressful on your body. But we got it right. We got the weight right this time round. We always do. We always get the weight right. But felt comfortable throughout the full competition. But it's just a case of maintaining weight, and the standard of opponent was I think the two hardest things in the thing. What do you think?
Like you just said, probably the weight for me was the hardest part of the trip. It was every day that you were fighting, you had to be bang on weight or under, and in the morning getting to the weigh-in and just like hundreds and hundreds of fighters just waiting away in, just getting to the front of that line was just a big challenge in itself. But it's all memories we can talk about now and in the future. So
yeah, I mean, what would your typical day be? Because obviously you just mentioned there getting up early, making weight. So how on a typical day over on the tournament, how did it play out? What did you do?
So you would wake up in the morning, straight away you'd be dying to weigh in so you get some very hydrating, get some food into you. You would walk over to the arena, which was literally right across the road, which was perfect, really ideal for where we were. You would wait around to weigh in. They would scan your ID. You would weigh in. We'd go for some breakfast. Chill for about an hour, depending on if you're on late or earlier. Some people are on early, so they're going eating the breakfast, going straight back over to the arena, getting ready, warming up, and then fighting straight away. Some had the pleasure of having a little break beforehand. You would go, you would fight, you would support the rest of the team, and then after that you would have a team meeting. After all the fights were over, you would stay until the last fight, support everyone. Team meeting, go and cut the rest of the weight you had for the next day, and then by the time you'd done that, you were knackered and you went to sleep, ready to do exactly the same the next day.
Definitely not a holiday then.
Definitely not a holiday.
Okay, that's brilliant. I mean, a lot of people probably don't know what it involves. I mean, when do you find out you're fighting? Like on the day?
You would find out the night before. The sheets would come out, and you would find out who you're fighting, when you're fighting, like what time. So, aye.
So, do you think the championships have lived up to your expectations? What were you expecting before you went out there, and has it lived up to it?
I obviously expected a lot, but it surpassed my expectations massively. Like over there, it was just unbelievable. The way that it was put on, presented, just like I say, when you walk in the arena, the big banners, the big lights, it's just absolutely unbelievable.
Like it was all like I said, it was all done for the fighters, which was the main thing for us really. Even in terms of like the social media that they'll put on, they made it for the fighters, putting clips on every day of what was happening, and if you've seen on Instagram or anything like that, then you get a representation of what happened through a phone screen. So imagine what it was like if you were actually there. It was really, like, it was phenomenal, really, really good.
It was amazing. I mean, like I say, the over in Abu Dhabi, they spared no expense. Did they? You know, like if something wasn't right on day one, it was fixed and put right on day two. So hats off to the promotion, and they were amazing. So what was it like? You just touched on it, Levi, earlier, just about being part of the team. So you're mixing in with people from different disciplines and from also different parts of Great Britain. How did you think people gelled? And because there was a lot of people there, imagine like you were lucky, like you had your coach from your club who's a national coach. A lot of people were there on their own with the team, obviously with the team, but out there without their club coaches. How do you think everyone kind of gelled together?
Everybody gelled like perfectly, to be honest. If we're seeing anybody that was by themselves, we'll go over, oh look, like come over here, we're going to support Reade, who's fighting next. However, we'll watch him fight. Everybody would chip in for each other. Everybody would help each other. If, for example, if I wasn't say I wasn't fighting on the Wednesday, but Reade was fighting, I would still help Reade make weight. I would still be in the sauna with him, and that was granted for the full team. So I'm not just saying it was just me and Reade that was doing that. It was the full team that was doing that for each other. So the team cohesion and to be a part of GB was, I would personally say, probably one of the best nationalities to be a part of. You know, like the team cohesion was just like, it was top level.
Yeah, I mean, obviously looking from the outside in, from like, as in a fighter, it seemed to me like you were all working together. You were warming up together. You were even organising like little training sessions together as well. Obviously people were getting knocked out of the tournament early and things like that. They were still there, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were still there for their teammates. So it's great to see. So Abu Dhabi, first time you've been there, what was it like as a country? Like fighting, I you probably didn't get a lot of time to see it, but how did you? What was the experience there of Abu Dhabi?
Again, like all I'm saying about the trip is how good it was, because I'm not because it was so good. You know, it was Abu Dhabi as a place was just like, it was so surreal. Everybody that was there, you could say good morning to somebody and they would have a conversation with you. They were so friendly. They made sure that in terms of the hotel, they made sure that everything was done properly for you, that you were happy. In the arena, they made sure that you were happy. They were very sort of they were on the ball with everything to make sure everybody was safe and everybody was getting the correct treatment that they needed to do. All like the buildings and the shopping centres that we went to, they were all like pretty amazing, like, weren't they? They were class. Do you want to speak on anything?
Yeah. Abu Dhabi was like unbelievable, but it's like a very clean country. Like there's no let that anywhere. Everything was clean. Massive buildings.
Skinny pigeons.
Skinny pigeons.
If you've got skinny pigeons, it means they clean the streets.
It's
you know what I mean?
very warm over there as well. Like the weather's unbelievable. And you would, like, from our hotel, you could see like billboards of the the WAKO competition itself. Like big billboards. Like obviously over there, sports is a big thing for them. They pushed this WAKO tournament like massively. Like you could see it everywhere you went. It was really good.
And you can see the like me Tony and Reade were talking about this on the way to the back to the airport, is that you can see why it's the dominant sort of like sports place, so to say. Like all the big events are getting done in Abu Dhabi or Dubai and stuff, and there's a reason for it. It's because they do it so well compared to everybody else, and you can see that's where sports starting to lead to, and like why not? You know, it's like it makes it pushes all the standards out the water. It's so good.
So just we've got a couple of more things just to finish off. What have you got planned next? What's next? We're in December now, so obviously got Christmas coming. What we got planned for next year?
So next year, obviously enjoy Christmas, and then in February we've got the Nationals. Early February. So we're going to go to that. We're gonna hit that hard, and then that's a good lead up to our own home show in Blythe at the Sports Centre. So we've got that early March. So we've got them two to look forward to in February and March, and then whatever comes up from there, we're gonna have a look at and take it. You know.
I pretty much exactly the same. Like obviously, haven't been matched up for the home show yet, but hopefully we get a fight on there, and yeah, the Nationals as well. Get in there.
Cool. So just one more thing. If you want to like send a message to people who aren't associated with Kickboxing GB, what would your message be to someone? Because obviously, Reade, you've started this year, and you've been to your first major tournament. How would you kind of sell it? Or I'm not even trying to say sell it, but how would you like encourage new people onto the team for next year?
Yeah, before I started, I didn't know what it would be like. Like I was sort of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and then as soon as I started going to the squad trainings and getting to know everyone, like it's absolutely unbelievable. And then going over there and representing your country, like there's no better feeling in the world. Like, it's just absolutely unbelievable. The amount of pride that you feel in yourself and like your training partners is just nothing better. No better feeling at all.
It's like it's GB. Like who doesn't want to represent the country and win something for the country? So it's such a proud moment to feel. And if it's a sort of thing that you're kind of on the fence about doing it, whether you should do it or whether you should not do it, do it. You know, you're not going to regret it. Go for it, because like I said, like Tony said, Reade started last year. I started 2 years ago, and we haven't looked back. It's honestly it's unreal. Like you get it. Like I keep saying it, it's made for the fighters, and it's they take care of you, you know.
Excellent. Well done, lads. Thanks for your time, and good luck in the Nationals, and I hope you get matched on the home show.
Spot on.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Thank you very much, Chaz.